take it down. All right, the Bible, sir.
You might wanna, yeah. I think he clawed the thing up in last night. Oh my.
Can you get a sword from me down there? If you don't mind. Just one. No, that's not one of the Bibles. Yeah, yeah, one of those. It's wild. Ain't the water, man. Lord be with me, man. It's wild. All right. After you done with that, just grab another sword. You got the apocrypha on your phone?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you just after you done with that, I ain't rushing. You know I ain't rushing. Hey, the water, sir. Appreciate it.
You live now, brother. Waiting on you.
Come on, sir.
You can read for you. I'll read for you. Scriptures, whatever you need me to do.
Come on, sir.
Is the mic on?
Oh, no.
So let's get it.
Hey, Shalom, Israel. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General YAHANNA. And what we teach is blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the lost 12 tribes of Israel. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite group. And our topic today is brotherhood, man. We're gonna get in today on brotherhood. And what brotherhood means, what we have to do to have brotherhood, what we have to do in these last days to get out of here. Commander General YAHANNA, he teaches what brotherhood is, man. You know, how we supposed to have brotherhood in these last days. That's what the foundation of the I.S.U.P.K is built on. To have brotherhood and to have sisterhood, which is synonymous.
Right.
You know, so we get out here on these last days, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what's gonna take us over the top to get us into the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get in that to a little bit. It's like it, sir. Could I get 1 John 4:20? If I could. That's what we're gonna get into today, man. Brotherhood.
It's the book of 1 John, chapter 4, verse 20. If a man say, I love God.
So like it, sir. If a man say, I love God, love is an action word, man. Love is an action word. You can't say you love without proving it to the Most High.
Right.
You have to do something. It's a verb. You have to do something. So if you say you love the Most High, you're showing something by your actions. You can't just say it. It's not just words. You have to show that thing, man. All right. Continue out of one if I could public show.
If a man say I love God and hated his brother.
If you say you love God and hate your brother, like I said before, you say you love God, just talking, but you hate your brother in your mind, in your heart, by committing adultery with his wife,
Right.
killing your brother, you know what I'm saying? Stealing from your brother, or just hating him internally just because of what he got. Come on, man.
Right.
Like, how you gonna do that, man? Like, come on. We all got struggle. We come from the same place, man.
Right.
We come from the same struggles. Like, how you gonna say you hate your brother, man? Like, you gotta really think about this. Nobody's forcing you to do this. You've been programmed to do this because of what you've seen, because of what you grew up around. You know what I'm saying? It's tasteless, man. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over. You gotta find another alternative, to get out of this this detriment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm right, bro.
I'm gonna continue on one if you don't mind, so like I said.
And hated his brother, he is a liar.
He is a liar. You're lying. If you say you love God and you hate your brother, which is two opposite things, there's no balance in between those two things. You hate your brother. You hate him. It's just that simple. You hate him. You probably like, man, I don't hate my brother, man. I'll kill for my brother. I'll do anything. You know what I'm saying? But what about the brother that's on the other side that look just like you, that's doing the same things you do, grew up in the same predicaments as you, and you saying you hate him? It don't make no sense. It's not making any sense. We all come. This is crazy. We got Bloods, we got Crips, we got all kind of sets and gangs. You got Vice Lords, you got GDs, you got La Raza Nation, the tribe of I.S.R.A.L.I.Te. You know what I'm saying? Y'all come from different same backgrounds actually, not different backgrounds. You come from the same backgrounds, but you're hating the same people that's on the other side.
Right.
What sense does that make?
Right.
That doesn't make any sense. You're not loving your brother. You have to understand you can stop the cycle simply by just loving your brother right there.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? And love is action, like I said. So all you have to do is revert back to what Christ said in the scripture and literally stop the cycle. You can stop it. That's what's hard right there. That's gangster right there.
Right.
Not killing your brother and stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not having an ought between him just because you got to show and prove something. You can stop a whole generational curse right there.
Right.
Just by loving your brother. That's what the brothers in here in this I.S.U.P.K did.
Right.
There's plenty of brothers that came through here and did that. That's gangster. That's real thug life right there.
Right.
Not actually showing, or putting on a facade or a wall up, acting like you tough. We actually did something that's gonna change our nation and our people. You know what I'm saying? It's like, could I get
It's a little bit more.
a little more? Okay. It's like it, sir.
He is a liar, for he that loveth not his brother whom he have seen, how can he love God whom he have not seen?
Right. How? Slack, sir. Can you read it one more time, Slack?
Kind notes. For he that loveth not his brother from whom he have seen, how can he love God whom he have not seen?
Wow. So you've seen your brother. You see him every day in the streets. Every day around the block, man. You see your brother every day. And you hate him with a perpetual hatred, just like the oppressor hates us.
Right.
How you gonna do the same thing your oppressor does to you, to your brother, when y'all in the same predicament? That don't make no sense.
Right.
That doesn't make any sense.
Damn right.
That's crazy to me. So you hate your brother who you have seen, but you love. Wait, it's like it.
For he that loveth not his brother whom he have not seen, how can he love God whom he have not seen?
Kind, sir. You hate your brother who you have seen. You see him every day, but you hate your brother who you have not seen. You haven't seen the Father. You say you love God. You say, I pray the Lord to the Lord every day. Keep me safe, keep my brother safe, keep my family, help me get this money, help me get these drugs together, you know what I'm saying, so I can feed my family, which is wrong, by the way, even though you may not know it, even though it's wrong. You pray for those things every day, and you never seen the Father, but you still hate your brother every day doing the same thing you do. I'm making a comparison right now. It's like, sir.
If I could just real quick, man. You know,
Cool,
so
I don't want.
this is very, very heavy. You understand?
Sir.
And this is a bedrock scripture in the UPK, man.
Come on, sir.
You understand? Like, like we say, of course, you understand that the I.S.U.P.K is truly built on brotherhood. You understand? But
Right.
you gotta realize, man, what is the foundation of Christianity built on?
Right.
You understand? You understand? Like, what is the foundation that these Islam mosques is built on?
Right.
You understand? Like, what is the foundation for being an actual atheist?
Right.
You understand? They don't have no type of brotherhood. You understand?
Come on,
When you
sir.
look at the Christian church, and I like to just say all different type of forms of Christianity, they don't have brotherhood. Why? Because they have what? Women leadership. You understand? They have homosexuals in the pulpits. You understand?
Right.
They have all of these different intricacies that's not truly Bible based. And we in South Carolina, which is the Bible belt,
Right.
but it's just so wicked, man.
Right,
You
sir.
understand? And you can only find true brotherhood and sisterhood in the I.S.U.P.K under management.
Come on, sir.
right.
Hey, give him a hand. YAHANNA is right, man. This is the only place you can find true brotherhood. Me and Trooper Nayar, man, we was watching the video, and he was telling me about killings going on where he came from. He was watching music videos and people he knew. And I was looking at those brothers, man. How old they was? He said no younger than like 18.
Yes, lucky, sir. Yeah, it was probably like 17, 18,
Right.
around that age.
About 16, 18, just coming out of high school, maybe still in high school, maybe that senior year of high school. And the brothers talking about killing, murders they did, you know what I'm saying? Which is very common in our communities, but it's something that's very detrimental that is very hard to stop because it's like a cycle. It's like a Ferris wheel just going around and around,
Right.
which is a joke. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't fun though. I'm gonna tell you that. It ain't no ride of fun.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's something that's hurting our communities and stuff. But that's why in here, like Officer Mardaki said, he said that in here we have true brotherhood, which is exactly what this the school was built upon. The foundation of everything. This is what Commander General Hunter brought back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? This is what Christ taught. Christ taught brotherhood.
Right.
That's why he said, no commandment greater than these is for you to love love thy brother as thyself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Love the Lord your God. It's like if I'm butchering it. Love the Lord your God. It's like if you know it, it's like it. Go ahead. But it's like I don't want. Can I get Matthew 25 and 40 if you don't mind? It's like
Matthew, what was it?
25 and 40, sir. Yeah, I don't butcher that scripture.
Oh, wait, you said Matthew 25 and 40?
Come on, sir.
All right, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 40. And the king shall answer and say unto thee, verily I say unto you, insomuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me.
Right, man. Christ said, if you've done it to one of the least of my brethren. You know what I'm saying? We got poor brothers and sisters out here, man. And if you do sin that's a lesser, what you think that's a lesser sin, you still done it to Christ, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't come out here talking about, only did this, only did that, no sin is greater than the other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even if you done that least of a sin, you still have done it under Christ, man.
Right.
It's the same thing. Like you can't compare sins. Sin is sin, bro. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. You gotta figure out a way to stop that thing. You know what I'm saying? Be consistent with it. You gotta fight your demons, man.
Right.
Keep those law, statutes, and commandments, man. It's for your benefit. It's not gonna hurt you, man. The Lord did not give you these things to hurt you, or to to make you struggle upon, or have a heavy behind burden on your back. You can do it. It's possible. Christ did it. But of course, in the Christian church, they like to teach you that Christ, he was God, and he did it by he did it by some angelic power. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like it's not possible. He's God. That's why he did it. You know what I'm saying? No. You can do it. It's possible. Christ was born just like us, man. Just like us. Same struggles, the same lust in it, you know what I'm saying? And everything inside his DNA, everything inside his flesh. He was born in sinful flesh, but he still was able to get it done because he had the Holy Spirit. You know what I'm saying? Which we should have likewise. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't want. Can I get it? John 13 to 34? To 35. It's like. All right, man. This is brotherhood class again, man. These things that we gotta have, brotherhood and sisterhood. That goes for both genders, female and male. They have brotherhood and sisterhood. You know what I'm saying? That's the bedrock thing that's gonna bring us back to get us into this kingdom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
This is the book of John, chapter 13, verse 34. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you.
Right, man. It's like this is Christ speaking, right? All right. Christ said to love one another as I have loved you. You gotta think about what Christ did, man. When he was born, he had the Holy Spirit. He was ready to come out here and give the word, man. You know what I'm saying? And lay down. He was all ready to lay down his life. Maybe not knowing how hard it would be at a young child, growing up as a teen, maybe his early 20s. You know what I'm saying? Never know. You just gotta think about how you grew up. But when he was ready to do the work of the Lord, he was ready to love his people beyond measure. You know what I'm saying? And like we said earlier, which is love is an action word. Right. It's a verb. He loved us so much that he went and fought against the Roman Empire. He went against the odds, the society that taught you to do everything else except what the Most High God told us to do since the days of Moses, since when he gave us commandments after we got out of Egypt. Right. He gave us a structure and everything, but Christ gave us the spirit of that. Right. He showed love. You know what I'm saying? Real love to show us exactly how to keep those things and to hone on to it and keep it, because that's our culture. You know what I'm saying? It's a simple thing. We supposed to keep those things, man. That's exactly what makes us. That's what makes the children of Israel. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes the people of God. He chose us to keep these things because he looked upon us not because we was great in number, but because he saw something in us. You know what I'm saying? You know how they like to say in the Christian church, I don't like to make it Christian, but you know what I'm saying? How they say like the Lord don't make mistakes. It's not. It ain't really funny. It's just he don't think like we do. You know what I'm saying? Our thoughts are not his thoughts. So we can't understand why exactly he chose us. But we can do what the hell he say. Right. It's just that simple. I mean, cause and effect. Look what happens when we listen to him. Look what happens when we don't. We can see as a whole of a nation the path that we went down, and our generation is cursed, for generations, and where we at right now. But we can get out of that. Right. That's the good part. There's a way out of this destruction, out of this poverty that we're living under, this oppressor, that the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? And day by day we can do it. This kingdom falling right now, bro. Wow. We can get out of here. Right. Officer Bond spoke on it yesterday, how Esau's empire is falling as we speak, man. The CEO of what is it, Bath and Beyond? jumped out of an 18-story building, the Jenga building in New York, right? 18-story building because his empire is falling. We not known to do that type of stuff because we know how to endure naturally as a people.
Right.
But Christ said, he that endures to the end shall be saved. So that's something that he knew we could do. So we have to do it ourselves, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like, sir, can you reread that if you don't mind?
Mm-hmm. It's the book of John chapter 13, verse 34. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I love you.
Right,
that
man.
ye also love one another.
Right. Love one another, man. Love one another. Come on, bro. Like, look. Brothers, man, you got to forgive your brother, man. I'm going to bring out an article in a little bit, man. You know what? It's like, you got the article, if you don't mind?
Sir, yeah, I got it.
All right, you get that, man. But this is what Christ leaned on, man. This is why this is brotherhood class, man. This is very important. This is exactly what we need to do to get out of the predicament that we're in. It's very detrimental. It ain't rocket science. It's not magic. It takes action. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do something to get the result that you want.
Right.
But some people don't want it. Some people don't want it. I ain't gonna lie to you. Some people don't want it. But you know what? The men in the UPK, we want it.
Right.
We want that thing. You know what I'm saying? Because we know what's going to come from this. We know the reward that's going to come from this. And that's exactly what we work for. You know what I'm saying? Just like if you do what your parent says, which is the Most High God, our Father, you know, Abba Yahweh. When we do what He says, we're going to get a result from it. You know what I'm saying? Which He wants to give to us.
Right.
Now, how could you not want a reward? You know what I'm saying? It's faith. It takes faith. Just like I was talking in the yard, Trooper Nayar, man. It takes faith, which is an action, which is another action. Love is the action. Faith is the action. Both is the action. You got to do something to get it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got the article?
Sir, I got it.
All right.
This is the overnight shooting. Leads, Salaki.
Okay.
Leads 2 dead and 2 injured. This happened September 5th, 2022.
All right, Con. All right, this is Trooper Nayar is reading an article, man. It was an overnight shooting that happened in Hartwell, Georgia. I keep saying Hartsville. Hartwell, Georgia. Last September 5th. September 5th is probably the day. It probably happened September 4th, probably Saturday night, most likely. But damn, keep reading. It's like
A shooting overnight in Hartwell leaves two people dead and 2 injured.
Right. There's a shooting in Hartwell, Georgia, that left 2 people dead and 3 people injured. Right.
2 people dead and 2 people injured.
2 people dead and 2 people injured, man. This the stuff I'm talking about. This the senseless killings that brothers are doing for no reason, man, for nothing. Over some small beef, man, just to show that I'm that nigga, I'm that dude, I'm that guy. You know what I'm saying? You killed my homie last year, you killed my cousin last year.
Right.
Well, y'all goddamn cousins your damn self. Come on, man. What sense does that even make, bruh? You gotta think about your people, man. You gotta think about your ancestors. All you gotta do is ask the people before you. Ask your grandma and your granddad, man. If they're not in your life, ask your parents, ask your uncles, ask everybody, ask your mentors, or what happened in the past, man. They ain't gonna tell you. They gonna tell you where you come from. They gonna tell you that you are children of slaves, man. We all come from that. So what's the reason of killing your brother when you going through the same thing, man? I keep saying it, but you're literally going through the same junk. You're in the same hood. Like, come on, man. That don't make no sense.
Right.
You got to get it together. You got to think, man. Use your brain, man. Senseless killings, man. This happened in Hartwell, Georgia, man. 2 people dead and 2 injured, man. Come on, you gotta forgive your brother. You gotta think. Like I said, we grew up in the same condition, man. Same hood, fatherless, cousins in jail, man. Homie got killed. You both got a child on the way from your baby mama.
Right.
We both going through the same thing. So why do you have so much hatred? Why would I have so much hatred for you, man? You know what I'm saying? You're going through the same thing. Turn the other cheek, man.
Right.
That's the only way. That's the strongest thing to do. And this is happening everywhere. This ain't just happening in Hartwell. It's happening in Georgia, South Carolina, Somerville, South Carolina, Charleston, South Carolina. Every city and every state, man. Brothers killing each other, man. Senseless. Even overseas, man. Where our people are scattered. They're doing the same junk, man. Same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta make a decision, man. You gotta make a decision, man. I'm tired of it my damn self. Cause I done seen it for myself. Come on, man. I done. Go ahead. Oh, you got something? I don't want.
I got a question. Sister YAHANNA said, Shalom, what do you mean by rewards? The Most High, she said, what do you mean by rewards from the Most High by doing what he says? I know Christians say blessings. What's the difference?
Okay. All right. What I mean by rewards, man, by the Most High. The Most High, he can bless you in this time now. He can. You can't think of what you want. You know what I'm saying? That's easier, you know what I'm saying, think of something that you want. But, you know what I'm saying? He'll guide you. Like, what's that scripture? Dang, I forgot. I ain't even gonna think of it right now. But as I'm paraphrasing, the Lord he can bless you in this time right now. He can.
If I could too, you
Oh,
understand? Like like a lot of Christians, they say blessings. You understand?
Right.
Like, a lot of Christians, when they were, when they use that word blessings, they think of money.
Right.
You understand? Like doing the work of the Most High and doing the will of the Most High, of course, following law, statutes, and commandments, and doing what He says.
Right.
Meaning what? The rewards would be what? That man, like you're gonna fight those. You're gonna be able to fight those demons that that's hindering you from the kingdom of heaven. By doing what? By following law, statutes, and commandments, of course, one.
Right.
And guess what? The rewards of doing what, man? The rewards of knowing that you're an Israelite. Right?
Sir.
You understand? That's one of the best rewards in that Bible right there.
Right.
You understand? When Christians say blessings, they think money and magical, money gonna fly out the sky.
Right.
They think, oh man, you know what? When I touch it with my hand,
right.
you're gonna be, your leg gonna be healed.
Right.
No, man. You understand? Those rewards is talking about, for one, knowing that you're an Israelite. You understand? Knowing that Christ is what? Christ is a black man from the tribe of Judah.
Right.
You understand? Knowing that you can't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. These are the rewards, man, once you come to the I.S.U.P.K under command of YAHANNA.
Right.
And follow the law, statutes, and commandments, and do the Most High will versus how Christians say, oh, well, I'm going to be blessed, highly favored.
Right.
If I give the pastor $500,000, or I give the pastor $1,000, guess what that pastor gonna do? You understand? He gonna be like, oh, you know what, sister, sister such and such or brother such and such, I appreciate that blessing. And the Lord is going to bless you. Meanwhile, your life's about to get turned off.
Right.
You understand? Meanwhile, grandma then gave the pastor all of his money, and he buy a private jet or go on all these vacations.
Right, sir.
You understand? That's the difference between quote unquote Christian blessings and the rewards here in the I.S.U.P.K under command of YAHANNA by following the law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? Like a lot of people, think, of course, like we had the protocols and rules set in place,
right.
So you can continue to shed yourself of the world. You
right,
understand? Because blessings, that's worldly.
Right.
You understand? Now, of course, you can. Like a lot of brothers and sisters, they come to school. You understand? With money. And there's nothing wrong with having the money.
Right.
But I always say, you understand? Like you want to make sure that you're doing everything that's profitable to the Most High with your funds. Right. You understand? You don't want to, have 1,000. Like have these, vacations with your families. You understand? Vacations here. You go to Jamaica. You go into, Trinidad, and like you go in all these different places. when you see your brothers and sisters are in shambles.
Right, sir.
You understand? Not, like, I'm not talking about, like, as far as anybody, like, specifically, because you can see hell, you understand, whether you are experiencing it indirectly or directly.
Right, sir.
You understand? You may be a person that has that reward of, having a lot of funds.
Right.
But guess what? Another person has a reward of what? Gaining this knowledge.
Come on, sir.
You understand? So the best thing for you to do, of course, if that is the case, is to dump all your funds into the I.S.U.P.K.
Right. Come on.
You understand? Dump all your funds. If you're not able to do the things that you truly want to do,
Come on.
make sure you pay your tithes.
Most definitely.
You understand? Make sure that you're, you understand? Make sure that you're contacting the camp leader. You understand? Seeing any and everything that you can do that's going to benefit the school in your location or in your zone.
Right.
You understand? And that's how the difference is between having the blessings and the rewards. Because once again, those blessings, man, listen, man, Christians are just stupid. Shalak. You understand? Christians are really,
Right.
really stupid.
Come on, sir.
You understand? And I don't know another word for them, but to just call them stupid.
Right.
You understand? Like I can go into, like a dick. I mean, like a real, very, very educated dictionary word. I'm
Right.
just gonna say stupid.
Right.
You understand? Christians are stupid.
Right, sir.
You understand? They don't know anything pertaining to this Bible, and they just fall on lust, man.
Right,
and that's
sir.
all they care about, whether it's lust of money, whether it's the lust of drugs. You understand? Because all that is going on in the Christian church.
Right.
You understand? Money laundering, drugs, sex trafficking, all of that is.
Right.
But we gotta realize where that came from. You understand? That trickled down from the Roman Catholic Church
Right.
down to who? Down to that black Christian church,
Right.
and it's just poisoning the
Right.
black community.
Most
man.
definitely, sir.
You understand? It's poisoning the black community where even if you receive a reward, you can still see that at least.
Right.
You understand? You
Right.
can still see people suffering.
Right.
You understand? So the best thing that anyone can do is make sure you pay your tithes to the man, Jenny and Hannah. Make sure you
Right.
contact your camp leader to see what you can do that'll be able to benefit, so we can go out and do the work of the Lord, man.
Right,
Now,
sir.
that's a true reward.
Come on, sir. Hey, get all the one of him, man. Hey, he just broke it down beautiful, man. That's the reward of the Most High, man. All those things he said, if you was paying attention, man. You know what I'm saying? Now also, you know what I'm saying, those rewards come when you endure to the end, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The kingdom of heaven, everything he promised this nation, man.
Right.
That's also the rewards that you can get if you endure to the end. You know what I'm saying? But while we here, you gotta show the Most High something, man.
Right.
You gotta show him you want this thing. Like me and Trooper now y'all was talking about earlier. You gotta show him, man. Like how you gonna get something without showing something? Like it don't work like that. Like you're not just gonna get something falling out the sky. It's just not gonna come randomly. You just like it's not gonna come when you just think about it and you just pray really, really hard.
Right.
Work requires progress, and with progress becomes the result, man. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? But it's like a circuit. Where was that other one?
John 13 and
Is that John
34. You want me
Okay.
to read on to 35 as well too?
Concert.
All right, I'm gonna read verse 34 again. Once again, it's the book of John, chapter 13, verse 34. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. Verse 35. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have love one to another.
Right, man. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly this is heavy, man. He said, "Ye are my." At the end, he said, "Ye are my disciples, if you love one another." You know what I'm saying, man? If you're being unbrotherly, man, that creates division, man. You know what I'm saying? Just and another thing I like to think about with division is these fake behind Israelite groups, man. They don't love each other. They don't have brotherhood like we doing here, man. You know what I'm saying? We in the I.S.U.P.K, man. We we show that we have brotherhood. They act like they have brotherhood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We actually live it. They act like they read the Bible, but we live the Bible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They try to show they try to show people that the Most High is with them, and we try to convince the Most High to be with us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the difference between us and them fake groups, man. We live it. We actually do it, and I see it every day. The men above me, they actually do these things, man. They work hard, man. That's why it's a disgrace, man, to see these people try to do this. They out here faking the funk, man, and I don't like it.
Right.
I don't like fake stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't get down with that. That's why I'm in here right now. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm following Officer Mardakia. That's why I'm following Officer Kazak, Officer Aban Kara, Officer Natazar Gabar, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm following Captain Natazar, man. That's why I'm following these men, man, because they actually they showed me something. They taught me. You know what I'm saying? They showed the results, and I'm like, okay, they doing it. You know what I'm saying? What more can you ask for, man? There's no place like the I.S.U.P.K, man. We actually doing what Christ said, man.
Right.
And that's the end of it. Well, I want, like, sir, can you get Matthew 5:22, if I may? The water.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 22. But I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause
Right.
shall be in danger of the judgment.
Right. You're right. If you're angry with your brother without a cause, man, without a cause, like, think about this, John. I'm trying to get to the logical point of this. You're angry with your brother without a cause. You have no reason to hate your brother. Like, let me give you an example. Like I said earlier, simply by what he has. You see what he has. He came up a little bit on the job. He got a new car, and you hate him. That's not a good cause. That's not a good cause at all. That's not a good debate, man, for you hating your brother, or you wanting to have jealousy over him. What else? You got something else? What else is another cause, man? Shoot,
Shit, like him having all the women, it's a lot.
right, yeah, right. Him having all the females, just because you can't get one. Like, come on, man. Like, come on. You got to struggle sometimes. You can work on it. Shit. It's like it, if I may. It's like, I had to work on it. Shoot. You can come up. There's always a way, man.
Right.
Don't hate your brother without a cause for stupid vanity things, which means nothing. Hating your brother without a cause for vanity things, man.
Right.
Things that are vain. It don't even make any sense. It's like, is there more than that?
If I could, just real quick, you know,
Come on, sir.
this is a real heavy scripture, man. That is overlooked, man, by so many people, man.
Right, sir.
You know what I'm saying? With the day and age that we are in now, with, you know what I'm saying, social media, everybody on their phones, everybody rely on their phones for everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we don't want to, try to encourage one another, man.
Right.
You understand? When this, like, when I hear this scripture, man, like, I just think about, you understand, how people have so much self-hatred, you understand, within themselves, and they just have to, have to pull that anger out.
Right.
And they find somebody, anybody, you understand, someone may have low self-esteem,
Right.
and then they do what, man? They take it all their aggression that they're mad about, you understand, whatever the situation may be, you understand, and what they do, man.
Right.
You understand? They go to the same, like the same person that's in the same situation. You understand? Once again, experiencing that hell indirectly or directly, and they try to chastise that person, man. You understand?
Right, sir.
They try to do wrong to that person for doing what, man? Being a black man,
Right.
being a Mexican man, being
Right.
a Hispanic man, you
Right.
understand? Being a Native Indian man, woman and child.
Right.
You understand? And like I say, like the times of social media, man, like social media is just so, I don't know, like, of course, here in the truth and I.S.U.P.K, you understand, we push the truth through social media because we know that that's all our people looking at.
Right, sir.
You understand? It's like, man, like, you know, like without this phone, man, you understand? It's like, man, people would not know how to operate. Man.
Right, sir.
You understand? Like you take the person's phone away from them for an hour, they gonna go crazy, man. They gonna go berserk. They not gonna know what to do.
Right.
You understand?
Right, well.
But you tell them to say, you know what? You gotta love your brother, man.
Right.
You understand? Like you can't sleep with another man's wife. You understand? You can't say, oh well, you know, like, oh man, you know, like you got all the women, so you know, like, I'm just gonna try to take all your money. No,
Right.
man. You can't do that. Or you know, like I'm gonna try to snake him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all use that, you know, like
Concept.
that terminology now. You understand?
That's accurate.
You understand? Like, you're not just gonna do that, man. Why? You understand?
Right.
Because you gotta show, you know what I'm saying? Like Officer Kyle was saying, love is an action word.
Right, sir.
You understand? Like, you have to show yourself approved, man. That you truly give a damn about Black Spanking Native Indians, man. You understand?
Right.
Even though they don't give a damn about you,
Right.
you in the I.S.U.P.K under Command General YAHANNA, we have to be those ones that give a damn about them, man.
Con,
Because
sir.
guess what? The other black man don't give a damn about them.
Right.
And guess who else don't give a damn about them? All oppressor,
Right.
the heathens, their own damn family don't give a damn about them.
That's true. Right.
You understand? So when we understand these scriptures, how can we hate anyone
Right, sir.
that's in Israel?
Right.
You understand? How can we? You understand? That self-hatred that you have within yourself, that's something that you need to deal with, man. You understand? And that's something that has been passed down, man. You understand?
Right.
And you know, it can be very, 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 I want to say touchy, but it can be a very, very hard thing to do to truly love someone unconditionally like Christ did.
Right. Right.
You understand? Like it's gonna be damn near impossible. You understand? But guess what?
Right, sir.
It's been exemplified here in the I.S.U.P.K, man.
Right.
You understand?
It's a lot,
And you truly want to talk about a miracle?
Right.
That's a fucking miracle right there.
Right,
It's
sir.
a lot.
Yeah, right.
You understand? Because where on earth are you gonna find Black, Hispanic, Native Indian women and child come together with no fighting?
Right, sir.
You understand? No issues.
Right.
You're not, man.
Con, sir.
You understand? I was watching a highlight on what is it? Clemson football right here in Clemson, South Carolina.
Right.
You got devils fighting all throughout the doggone stadium, man.
Right.
And they on the same apparently they was rooting for the same team, but still fighting. I'm like, man, good night, man. Imagine if that was us, man.
Right.
They would have been calling us names. They would have called
What?
us savages and all
Come
that.
on.
And they just, I mean, literally, they allowed the fight to go on for 15 to 30 seconds, man.
It's a shame.
Nobody breaking it up. Nobody, like trying to call police or nothing like that.
Right, sir.
But imagine if that was a black man, Hispanic man, or Native Indian man.
Right,
You
sir.
understand? Now, you take that scenario, how in the hell can you get angry or not show any type of humility or love to a black man?
Right.
You understand? Of course, when we talk about black, we talking about all of Israel, man.
Right, sir.
You understand? How can you not give a damn about them, man? You understand? And if you don't, best believe, Officer Mardai gonna look at you a little different.
He sure will. Cousin Mark Doc is most definitely gonna look at you a little different. Like, what is you doing out here, man? I know that from myself, from experience. Now, y'all, you got the you still on the article?
I'm a con, sir. Yeah, I still
Oh.
got a little more on that.
Okay, you keep going. Where we at? If you can find it, if you want to start from the top, you can do that also.
Con, sir. A shooting overnight in Hartwell leaves 2 people dead and 2 people injured.
Right.
According to Georgia
Bureau.
Bureau of Investigation,
Right.
who was called by the Hartwell police investigate.
Right.
The incident happened around 2:15 a.m. in the parking lot of Jack and Bar Grill.
Right, man. This is what happened in Hartwell, Georgia, man. The incident that happened at 2:15 a.m., which is around the time. It's like, I hate to say it, but when niggas start shooting up stuff,
Right.
when it's time to go.
Right.
so they can get out and get on. I'm pretty sure if you haven't seen it, you know what I'm saying, you most definitely heard about it in your time of going to the club and stuff, man.
Right.
This most definitely has happened to most of us, and we most definitely have seen this thing. Just senseless acts between our people, but you know what I'm saying, this is why we have to teach them, man. 'Cause they just don't understand that they have been programmed by the oppressor to be violent against their own people. You know what I'm saying? And they think this is the way of life. They think this is the norm. And it's so crazy, man. You think it's so normal, but it's not. Especially when you get in the I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
Because every other nation, they stick together. They might fight a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Tussle a little bit. But after that, they all arms together. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing for them to come together when they have to do something. When they have to progress and to take over something. We got to do the same thing, but we got to do it in righteousness, man. We can't do it how like they did it by killing, raping, murdering, and robbing, you know, people for their land. You know what I'm saying? Like the oppressor did when they came over here and killed our Gadite brothers. You can't do it that way. You know what I'm saying? That's not even in us, you know, to do that. We're a compassionate people already,
Right.
just not against each other. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is look at yourself in the mirror, man. You can change that, man. We could change that overnight if we had the right mindset. Most definitely we could change that overnight. Can you keep going, Nayo? You take your time, you good.
Come.
After 2:15 a.m.
At 2:15 a.m. in the parking lot of Jack and Bar Grill on Anderson Highway 29, Salah. When the officers arrived on the scene, they located at least 3 shooting victims.
Right. So they located 3 shooting victims in this parking lot, man, in Hartwell at this club, man. Where brothers got dropped, man, over nothing. Keep going. Take your time, you're good.
Come. One of the victims I identified by Hartwood County, Hartwood County Coroner Mike Adams as 39-year-old Robert Thornton of Hartwood, Georgia, was pronounced dead shortly after the shooting. According to Adams, the second victim was 25 years old, Joseph Jackson of Canton, Georgia.
Man. So this brother named Mike Adams, a 39-year-old named Robert Thornton was pronounced dead. That's way too early, man. 39 years old, man. Come on, bro. Come on, man. That's dumb. That is stupid. That is crazy. 39? You just getting shot in the club? Which, I mean, kids younger than this get killed.
Right.
But even 40, 39 is way too early. It was definitely too early. And then the second victim, Joseph Johnson,
Right.
25 years old. 25. Dead, man. That ain't even right, man. This is too consistent in our communities, man. This is why we push brotherhood so hard, man. For this is just one of the many reasons. Just one of them. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the main things that we have to stop. So like, now what you about to say?
Oh,
You about to say that?
I want to say.
Oh, okay.
If I could just real quick, you
Okay,
know
I
what I'm
want-
saying? And you know, we gotta blame the Christian church for this, you know, for this death as well too, man.
Sir.
You know what I'm saying? Because the Christian church, they're gonna tell you to live your life, man.
Right.
You understand? Woman, art thou loose? 9 out of 10 times, this is 9 out of 10 times, this is over a woman.
Right.
You understand?
Mm.
Something that she said, you understand? Something that she probably has done. You understand? And then the brother, 39 years old, I don't understand why he's in a club in that scenery in the first place.
Right.
Once
Right.
again, we got to blame the Christian church for that. You understand? Because guess what? They're not doing the work that we're doing.
Right.
Sir.
You understand? They want to see that brother
they want to see his downfall.
Right, sir.
You understand? They don't want to uplift that brother, man. You understand? Because they don't care about him.
Right.
Just pain points, and it's very, very simple. They don't care about him.
Right, sir.
You understand? And it's getting to the point where it's like, man, like, good night. Like, you know, like, why do people even believe in the Christian church? You understand? Like, I can see why a lot of men don't go into the Christian church, because it's like, man, okay, well, you know, like, they're going to look, you know, like, they're going to be looked at as very, very soft. You understand?
Right,
like,
sir.
very, very, you know, non-militant.
Right.
Versus in the I.S.U.P.K, guess what we are? We're very militant.
Right.
You understand? We're gonna stand 10 toes deep on what we believe in, and that's this Bible, and that's the truth.
Right.
You understand that Christianity has been poisoning, man, the black community, man, for years upon years, man. Years upon years, man. While they sit back in their pulpit and they sit back and relax and, you know, take all of grandma's money, you understand, and do a little side hustle, drug deals with the drug dealers.
Right, sir.
Right.
You understand? They're gonna sit back and say, oh man, I lost me some money right there.
Right.
You understand? Meanwhile, you understand here, man, we're trying to truly uplift the black community, man. You understand? And we just love them, man.
Right, sir. Yeah, give out on him, man. Right, the Christian church, man. They not doing their job. Whatever they think they doing, they sure ain't teaching this.
Right.
They sure ain't teaching brotherhood, man. Which is very heavy. Which is something that Christ taught, and they claim they believe in Jesus, right?
Right.
They claim they believe in Jesus, the blood of Jesus, and all this. Jesus, 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 Jesus. And they don't do nothing he said at all. Not even the 2 commandments that they claim to always quote, man.
Right.
They don't even do that. They don't teach these things, man. I'm telling you, they don't. I grew up in a Christian church. I never seen it. I seen some philosophy come out, or I seen some prosperity teaching coming out. I'd have been everywhere, man. I done seen it all, goddamn. Almost 20 years, man. Almost 20 years. I done seen bull crap, man. Same stuff going on and on, the same thing, man. But it's like I said, we was on Matthew 20. It's like I said, can we get Luke 6 and 31 out of 1? All right, the water, sir.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 6, verse 31. And as ye would that men should do to you, do ye also to them likewise.
Right, man. As ye men would do to you, do unto them likewise. You ever grew up in school and they gave them little rules or whatever, you know, like elementary school, and they said treat others how you want to be treated or something like that.
Right.
That's exactly what this is referring to. As you want your brother or your sister to treat you, man, and to do for you, do unto them likewise, man. Do the same for them. If that brother, man, look out for you, you know, all week, you know, giving you money or something, return it unto them, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, it don't really matter what time you do it.
Right.
Just give a little token.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That'll show brotherhood. That'll show you how much you appreciate your brother, man. That's something that we establish in here. We help each other all the time in here, man. All the time. And we don't have no problem doing it. We're not worried about what we're going to eat in the morning or sleep in the morning, because we gather together on Nation Not Desired.
Right.
We gather together. We help each other, man. That's what we do here in the I.S.U.P.K.
Yeah, right.
And they don't teach that in the Christian church. They don't teach that. Except they want to gossip about each other, sleep with each other wives. They want to talk. They most definitely want to talk about each other in front of the congregation, like that pastor did, talking about you didn't get me a watch. Like, come on, man. A watch? Bro, you got a phone. I know you got a phone. You could tell the time right there. You know, dang on watch, man.
Right.
Like, come on, bro. Don't be asking for no watch when you supposed to be building your people up.
Right.
You a so-called leader. You know, doggone leader, man. You're a beggar. That's what you acting like. You acting like a beggar. A pastor, a so-called pastor. That's why the scriptures say, woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter my flock, man.
Right.
Because that's exactly what you're doing. He probably done got a few people out of there after that, man.
Right.
Made them feel bad, bringing down that low self-esteem, man. They had to hear that. Tell them, what did he say? They busted and disgusted and something else. Like, come on, man. You don't do that.
Right.
Like, come on. That's what not to do. Easily. And then he want to come and apologize just so he can keep his congregation.
Right.
There wasn't no real apology. I don't believe it a bit. You might do it again, man. It's like, can you read it one more time?
If you can.
No, sir.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 6, verse 31. And as ye will do, as ye would that man should do to you, do ye also unto them likewise.
Do unto them likewise, man. Give them the same energy, the same actions right back, man. Just like Christ did. Christ most definitely did that. Matter of fact, he did it and didn't ask for anything in return.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with doing that either. Instead of asking your congregation for a watch and stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, can I get to John 15:12-14? I mean, yeah, man, this is Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Start out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, where we teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians who they are according to the Bible, man. That we are the children of Israel, man.
Yeah, right.
That's exactly who we are according to the blood lineage, man. Gather together, all nation not desired, so we can get out of this captivity under the oppressor that the Bible speaks of, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the book of John, chapter 15, verse 12. This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you.
Right, man. This is almost like thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself, man. Love, it's like he said, love one another as I have loved you, man. That's exactly what he said. It's so simple. If you understand what Christ did, you're going to understand exactly how to love your brother, man. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna look at his pattern. That's why he was the Messiah. You know, people don't like to believe on Christ, but you know, if you don't believe on him, it's goodbye to you, man. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple. If you don't want to believe on Christ, which gave the example, you can't have brotherhood without looking at Christ's example. Where's you gonna get it from? We failed over and over and over. Where's you gonna get the example from? We failed over and over and over. You can see what the prophets did before. They straightened us out. But Christ gave us the spirit of the law, man. He gave us the spirit behind each commandment and each statute. You know what I'm saying? Where your Christian leaders and your pastors was just killing you and not giving you the result or the answer or the solution to the problem. They was just making you telling you stuff to feel good so they can get their money and go. You wonder why they're living in big old houses and stuff like that, man. Right. And they're not helping you out, man. You gotta wake up, man. Wake up. Like I said, oh no, you too. I said. No, I'll keep on.
Let me keep on reading if you don't mind.
Oh, concert.
Verse 13. Greater love have no man than this.
Right.
That a man lay down his life for his friend.
Right. No greater man have no love than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. If you are a friend of somebody, a true friend, not what they say you just hanging out with somebody, like brothers, like a brotherhood, like you say you'll die for your brother or whatever.
Right.
That's how you lay your life down for your friend. Under any circumstance, under righteous circumstances too. You know what I'm saying? Protecting your brother, feeding him, clothing him. When you see a brother on the street, help these homeless people out here, man.
Right.
They the ones they need this. They don't have no hope out here, man. You got to go over this. Like I said, you go ahead.
Yeah, if I could too, man. And I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you're too off, sir. Go ahead. Please, sir. Go ahead.
Rocking and rolling, man. You understand? But you understand? You pulling some scriptures, man. That is that's just so heavy, man. You understand it? And like I said earlier, man, you know, like the Christian church, they read past these scriptures, man, like it's nothing.
Right.
You understand? They too busy, you know, speaking on prosperity and you know, talking about music. You understand? I remember when I was in a clubhouse.
Right.
Captain Zaria, I was talking to Eddie Long's son, and it's so crazy, you understand, because he don't even, you know, categorize himself as a Christian. He
Right.
categorized himself, I forgot what the wording he said, but in his little bio it said I don't know, something about Pastor Nasty or something like that. And and of course, you know, Cap, you know, definitely targeted on that.
Right.
And he said he's a rapper. You
Huh?
understand? So, you know, one of Eddie Long's sons, he don't even subscribe to Christianity at all.
Right.
You understand? But he, you know, like subscribe as a rapper. You
Right.
understand? And like you gotta think about it, you understand? Like he has, you know, like he had a picture with all, you know, like his you know, like his rewards that he, you know, like you know, that he received from his church or whatever the case may be.
Right.
I don't understand like how you gonna be in the church but you don't describe or you don't, you know, subscribe as a Christian.
Right.
It's just totally beyond me, man. You understand? But like, you know, like going back to the scripture, man, like you have to truly ask yourself, is that Christian pastor gonna lay down his life for you?
Right.
You understand? Like, and I challenge every Christian, man. You understand? Every Christian that's out there that, you know, that may be stumbling, you know, like along this class or, you know, stumbling along the I.S.U.P.K, you truly got to ask yourself, like, will my Christian pastor lay his life down for me?
Right. Concept.
But you gotta look at it, you know, like with stipulations. You understand? Because the Christian church, they be like, oh, well, no, I gotta look at, you know, how much money he gave this month.
Right.
Then I may. You understand? Then I may do something for him.
Right, sir.
You understand? Or even with your family, like, man, like, you gotta actually, you truly gotta ask you, like, man, will my family truly lay their life down for me?
Right.
It's gonna be what? Once again, stipulations. Oh man, you know, like he don't really hang out with us like that no more.
Right. Concept.
Or, well, you know, I can't really ride or die for him no more.
Right.
You gotta ask yourself that. You understand? Like you truly have to ask yourself like that over and over again. Like, man, like who's riding for me? You understand?
Right.
Who want to see me succeed in life? You understand? Like who wants to see me become a better me?
Right, sir.
You understand? That's what you have to surround yourself around, man, over and over again.
Kind of con.
Shit like that.
Con. Get all one another hand, man. That's exactly. All I want to say, man, is who's gonna really lay down their life for you. Who's gonna be the example, man? Like Commander General YAHANNA is for us, man. He's the example. He's a leader in this school, man. You know what I'm saying? He did whatever it took to keep this thing going right here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To keep the Lord's people to have faith, man. You know what I'm saying? He did whatever he had to do. Slept in abandoned buildings, paid whoever's mortgage off. He does those things. He doesn't hide the money, keeping money like Christian pastor does. He's selfless, man. And that's exactly what we do in here, man. That's exactly what we pattern after in here, man. And there ain't nothing wrong with looking at a leader right here, man. People start like to say, "Oh, you worship Commander." No, we don't. We don't worship him. We follow him, just like the children of Israel followed Moses, just like the children of Israel followed Jeremiah, Isaiah, everybody, man, all the prophets, man. Go ahead, like I said.
So like, I said that I was gonna shut up.
No, you too, sir. Help me out.
Like, you know, like every man, listen, man. Like people gotta realize, man, the stuff that Commander General YAHANNA did, man. You understand?
Come.
He's so truly humble with it. But once again,
Right, sir.
humble is an action word. You understand? Like,
Right.
You don't see Commander General YAHANNA say, "Oh yeah, I did this, I did that, I did this, I did that," which he hasn't done. But guess what, man? But guess who is doing that, man? Those Christian pastors, man. These
Right.
big Israelite groups, man, said, "Oh yeah, you know, like we done went over to Africa and we didn't discover the Israelites in Africa."
right.
Meanwhile, all they are Africans.
Right.
You understand? Like all you did was discover more Africans.
Right.
Like, come on now, like what miracle is that?
Come on, man.
All you did was discover Africans, man. You understand? That's all you did.
Right.
You understand? But meanwhile, you understand, we are truly, man, you understand, like the scripture says, by the fruits of their labor, you shall know, man.
Right.
You understand? And the fruits of the labor of the I.S.U.P.K, man.
Kind.
They
Right.
do know.
Kind, sir.
You understand? Shalom.
Hey, give him something. That's exactly what it is, man. She said it better than I could right there, man. That's exactly what it is. Cause these churches, man, they so hypocritical, man. You know what I'm saying? We're not hypocrites, man. We show exactly what we do, man. You know, we don't brag about it. We don't boast about it. We just do it because that's what we're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They want to condemn churches. Want to condemn brothers and sisters, man. You know what I'm saying? For what they do themselves. They want to condemn them in the churches and even people outside the church for what they do themselves. They do it behind closed doors, man. Our people that don't go to church or care about God's laws, they do it outwardly, man. They do whatever they do outwardly. They don't try to hide it or nothing. They just do it. They're like, I don't care. So, man, you know what the Lord does? He chooses those exact same people who does the sins outwardly to come in the truth and be unashamed and do his laws and statutes and commandments outwardly, man.
Right.
He chooses those same people that's at the bottom that just didn't know better, that wasn't taught to do the same thing that they was doing outside, except that they're following the law, statutes, and commandments, man. That's what he does. That's what he does with the lowly, the people that have low self-esteem, the poor, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He gonna raise you up from the dust of the ground, man. Just like he did Adam, man. That's exactly what he gonna do. He gonna raise you from that lower state and bring you up to look glorious, man. So it's for his glory, you know what I'm saying? And then that's all she wrote after that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, sir, could I get Matthew 18 and 21, sir? Have a good shot.
This is the book at Matthew chapter 18, verse 21. Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me, and I forgive him? Till 70 times?
Right. This Peter asking the Most High, not the Most High, he's asking Christ, man, how often should I forgive my brother? How often should I forgive him and he sinned against me, man? He's like, how many times do I have to forgive him, man? I'm getting tired of him going over me, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He pushing me over the edge. I'm getting tired of this, man. How often I'm gonna keep forgiving him? I know I'm supposed to forgive him. How often do I have to keep doing that? You know what I'm saying? Continue on the one if you could, sir.
Time.
He said,
Verse 22, Yahweh said unto him, I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 70 times 7.
quite right, man. Peter asked, till 7 times? Man, Christ gave an outlandish, whatever, times table, 70 times 7, which just means forever, God doggone it. Keep doing it. Forgive him. Forgive him over and over and over and over. Because there's no room for not forgiving your brother, especially during this time, man.
Right.
There's no room for that, man. You got to move on, man. You got to move on. And then that brother might see in you, man. Man, this brother actually care, man. He actually don't hold a grudge against me. And he keeps forgiving me. Maybe I should do what he do. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I should be just like him. After I done went over him so many times and I kept trespassing against him. I don't deserve this. But you know what I'll do? I'll do what he does. Because he forgave me so many times, man.
Right.
That's the example that Christ gave, man. Because the Most High did the same exact thing for the nation of Israel. He forgave us over and over and over and over and over and over again, man. Over again, man. So many times we done trespassed against the Most High, man. Many generations, man. We knew what we was doing. And many innocent people that was following the Most High still passed away, man. We owe our brothers and sisters, and most importantly, we owe the Most High in Christ, man. We owe it to him. Don't think about yourself in this. If you think about yourself, you're gonna miss the entire point of brotherhood. Brotherhood is the foundation. You're gonna miss the entire point. Don't think about yourself. If you think about yourself, you're gonna miss the entire point, man. You're gonna miss it. And we ain't got time for that right here, man. These oppressors coming against us harder than ever right now. They mad.
Right.
They mad, bro. They don't understand brotherhood. But we can, because we have that type of compassion. The Most High gave that to us, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, is there any more on that other one?
1 second here.
Come on, sir.
I can read it again.
Come on, sir.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 18, verse 21. Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me, and I forgive him? Till 7 times? Verse 22, Yahushua said unto him, I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 70 times 7.
Right, man. Like I said, man, Christ gave an infinite answer, man. For you to keep doing that thing, man. Just keep forgiving your brother, man. It ain't easy. So, like you, sir, you go ahead, sir.
And this is real heavy as well too, man, because I mean, like, you think about, you know, like growing up in the hoods of America, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How many times are your brother gonna forgive you? You know what I'm saying? Same instance with that article. You know what I'm saying? Think about if that brother would have, you know, came across his class, you understand, or, you know, like this brother would have, you know, like came to the I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? That brother would not have got shot.
Right, sir.
You understand? Just point blank simple, man.
Right.
You understand? Like, a lot of people in the hoods of America don't understand the law on brotherhood.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Like, how pivotal it is to truly love your brother, man.
Right, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Because we going through the same stuff. It may be in a different form.
Right,
It may
sir.
be in a different, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? A different type of concept of a struggle. But guess what? It all is a definition of what? Of struggling.
Right.
You understand? We all go through what? We all go through hell. Good night, man. If we not in hell, I don't know what. I mean, like, if you don't find yourself in hell, you may need to do a reality check.
Right.
You understand? Whether you experience it indirectly or directly, guess what? You're in hell. You understand?
Right.
You're in hell. Get over it.
Right.
Love your damn brother and sister, man.
We
You
all know,
understand?
right.
How hard can it possibly be for you to say, you know what? I'm going to take time out and I'm going to call this brother right here, man. I haven't talked to him in a long time. I'm going to see how he's doing.
Right.
You understand? Oh, you know what, sis, man? You know what, sis? You know, like, even when it comes to, you know what, sis, man? You know what? I haven't seen that sister around in so long. You understand? Let me call that sister up.
Right.
See how she's doing, man. Sisterhood.
Right.
I mean,
Sisterhood.
sister's good. Nice. We don't want to talk about that, man.
Right, damn right.
I mean, like, I remember, listen, man. I remember growing up, man, and, you know, like I remember when, you know, like, it was the, you know, like the pinnacle peak of what is the reality TV shows.
Right.
Yeah, so y'all may be too young for what is it? The Real World.
The Real World.
You understand?
I know
Came
what
on
that is.
MTV. You understand? But that was, you understand? Like, that was kind of like the beginning of these reality TV shows. Man.
Right.
Guess what we seeing now, man?
Right, sir.
You got what, the Real Housewives of Atlanta,
Right.
Basketball Wives of Atlanta. You got so many basketball wives, it's ridiculous, man.
Right.
You got, man. I mean, like, I literally just call them ratchet TV.
Right.
I mean, and you know, like, some of it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Some of it is entertaining.
Right,
If
sir.
you got 30 minutes to yourself, I mean, hey, you know, like, you want to laugh at something, or you want to, you know, like, just
Right, I don't want-
continue to brainwash your own brain.
Right.
Hey, man, knock yourself out, man.
Right.
You understand? But we have to realize, man, you know, that's truly brainwashing us, man. It's brainwashing our sisters, man. It hurts my heart, man, to see another sister fight another sister, man, all because of some type of jealousy. You
Right.
understand? All because of, you know, she got more money than her, or, you know, like, she has, you know, like, you know, more designer clothes than that person.
Right.
You understand? It's
Or she wore the same thing as you.
right. I mean, come on now. It's like, it's,
I heard that.
man, it's like we going through the same stuff, man. Like,
Oh, no. Right.
just cut it out, man. She like,
Con, sir, man. Give him a hand one more time, man. I was right, man. Too much jealousy going on, man. I be seeing these other nations, man. Not that they better than us or nothing, 'cause they're not. But you can see at least the cooperation between themselves, man. But they're not better than us, man. We could do that. We could do it easily, man. All you gotta do is follow the Most High God. When we not following Him, you're gonna get the results.
Right.
You're gonna see exactly why we are where we are, man. You know what I'm saying? Why we going through what we go through over and over and over, man. And we have to be taught, man. We have to stop this cycle, man. It's generational, man. Every day. All 12 tribes, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. Over and over. You know what I'm saying? You gotta ask yourself, man. You know, you can't, you know what I'm saying? We can't live off the feelings, you know, our feelings, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Can't live off feelings, can't live off emotions. You either follow the Most High or not, bro. So you gotta ask yourself, are you living off of principles, things to follow, or are you living off of influence, or what people show you? You know what I'm saying? People, you can see anything, man. You get taught. Are you saying, is this right or is this wrong?
Right.
According to what I'm supposed to do in my life, you know what I'm saying? How to help my people, how to help myself, how to help my family. You know what I'm saying? You just living off of influence, which I've done a lot, most of my years. But you know what I'm saying? I come in here in the I.S.U.P.K, man, and I'm finally getting exactly what principles mean, what it is to be a man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? For what these sisters in here doing, what it is to be a woman. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's not based off of your lust, you know what I'm saying, your thoughts. It's based off of what you're supposed to do every day, man.
Right.
Every day. Well, like so, can you get Mark 12 and 31? Hold on.
This is the book of Mark, chapter 12, verse 31. The second is this: thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. There is no other commandment greater than these.
Right, man. He said there's no commandment other greater than these. And he was saying this because of what time period most definitely they was living in. He was saying, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself, man. Man, there's so many things you don't want nobody to do to you, but you gonna most definitely step over somebody else to do it.
Right.
Trust me, you gonna do it because you want what they got, or you just hate them because of what they got. Simple things like that, man. And he said there's no commandment greater than these. He was pushing this so hard because that's what we needed in our land. And we was letting these heathens come in between us and show us what to do. We letting them influence us. Like I said, are you living off of your principles or your influence? We were so far gone at that time, man. Christ had to come radical. That's why he was so hard and so austere, man. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't coming with no peace, man. He came to send a sword. He wanted war for what was happening to his people. He cried for his people, man. He's like, man, look how destroyed we are out here, man. He knew we was on the downfall. That's why he gave everything he had, every ounce of everything he had before he left this earth, man. You know what I'm saying? Before he died on that cross. You know what I'm saying? It's like, sir, can you read it again one more time?
This is the book of Mark, chapter 12, verse 31. And the second is like, namely this: thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. There is none other commandment greater than these. Right.
There's no commandment greater than that, man. That's the one that you need to. That's the goal right there. That's we already keep the other 613 laws, and he not saying nothing new. He getting this from somewhere. He studied. Christ is getting this from before, but he giving you the spirit of it. You know what I'm saying? How to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's what he taught, man. He wasn't teaching nothing foreign. He just came to give you a perspective of it. You know what I'm saying? You know, Commander General YAHANNA, he was telling, man, I remember one time he was saying that men died and cost their lives to keep these records alive, hoping and praying to the Most High for a man of God to keep these records alive, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He said, I remember he was talking about Peter, man, crying in prison just to keep this alive, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we was about to lose this. We about to lose all of this, man. It's only by the Most High that we still got this to this day. You know what I'm saying? We still got hope, man. We back. We back in business. We not going nowhere. And we not about to lose it this time. It's not happening. I sure damn ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? The men above me ain't going nowhere. We gonna rock this thing out till we die, man. Hands down. You know what I'm saying? We got to. It's just not worth it. This world is not worth it. It's already falling apart. So you might as well endure to the end, man. Keep it going. So like I said, shit. I'll start from the beginning again. 1 John 4:20. I don't want.
All right.
I'll start from again.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 4, verse 20. If a man say, I love God, and hated his brother, he is a liar.
Right. So he's a man that say he love God. Like I said earlier, if you say you love God, you say you love him. What you speaking with your lips. You say, man, I love God, pray to God every night, man. You know what I'm saying? I love him. And that's it. Keep going all I want.
He is a liar, for he that loveth not his brother whom he have seen, how can he love God whom he have not seen?
How you gonna love God who you have not seen, man? You have not seen the Most High a day in your life. You probably seen him, but you ain't gonna remember. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's another topic. But anyways, you have not seen the Most High. You don't have any remembrance of seeing the Most High. But you believe him. You say you believe him. How you gonna not love your brother, man? There's obviously something wrong. Obviously. You know what I'm saying? You got to get it right, man. You got to get in order. You know what I'm saying? You got to be strong. You got to have boldness to not do what the oppressor says. You know what I'm saying? The oppressor, they want us to kill each other, man. They want us to have war and destruction amongst ourselves, man. That's why they oppress us every day, man. We in the hoods, in the ghetto, all over the place. All over the place. And they living good on the other side. You gotta think, man. Think about your surroundings. Get your head out the clouds, man. Stop all this weed smoking, man. Stop sleeping with your brother's wife. You know what I'm saying? His girl. Stop killing your brother, man. You can stop it. It's not hard as you think. As long as you know who the real enemy is. You got enemies. And that's the oppressor. That's these other nations that want to see your downfall. But they know exactly who you are. They know exactly who you are. And that's exactly why the downfall is happening now. It's exactly why that man, the CEO of Bath & Beyond, jumped out of the building, because his stock is dropping. Because of, what you call it, people leaving a job. Layoffs. Yeah, people getting laid off. That's exactly why he's jumping out the window, man. They're falling right in front of us. These religions, man, they try to cover up your history, man. They can't hide. They can't hide it, man. We here. We got it right here, and people are listening. They know who the UPK is. We're not gonna let this. We're not gonna let this truth go, man. As long as we live, man. As long as we live. Slack. So can is there any more on that? I keep going. It's all right. Okay. All right. This is we're the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge, man. I'm Officer Kazimar, man. Here on Brotherhood class, and make sure you take heed to these words of the Most High, man. Keep these commandments. Keep brotherhood and sisterhood going. Keep strong and endure to the end, man. And that's it. And I'm reading the announcements real quick. All right, this is the I.S.U.P.K. security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K. Started out on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for a new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are to adhere to shed themselves of the world. If they need any transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has any interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. there is another 6 months which the brother and sister will court each other. After the 6 month period, brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 and 21 / Malachi 3 and 8 through 10, means 10th in Hebrew, ma'asharah. 10% of every penny to any increase of the Lord gives you. Give to the Treasury Department or priest fund. The priest fund, free will offering for the priest, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Holy convocations. Holy convocations is the memorial of blowing of the trumpets. The first day of the 7th month, Sunday the 25th September 2022, Leviticus 23, 24 to 25. Okay. Announce, remind Akim and Aqua to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, headband, and scarf. And with that, shalom.